my channel, LipGlissBWL. Today I have a very exciting video for me. I am going to be trying a drugstore foundation for the first time ever, and I'm actually quite excited. I'm going to be trying the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, foundation, and this is the matte and poreless one because I am super oily and I love a matte foundation. So this is definitely going to be my first impression of the foundation. But before we do that, I just want to do like a little disclaimer. Only reason I've never actually tried a drugstore foundation before is because my skin reacts really quickly to certain things. So I've never thought to try a drugstore one just because I know we can't return it once opened. And whereas if I purchase it at Sephora or anywhere else, I know that I always have the option of returning it. And in addition to that, I also find that in the drugstore, it's really hard to find like really good foundations for, well, shades for darker complexions, because I find, at least in the stores near where I live, the shades just jump dramatically between each. So I've never really had a good opportunity to do it, but I realized that maybe I should invest in one just because I'm going to be doing my makeup all the time because I'm doing the 100 days of makeup challenge. So I just wanted to get something that's a little bit affordable because all my foundations are obviously higher end. So I just wanted to do that disclaimer, and that's why I've never tried a drugstore foundation, not because I thought it was like too good to try drugstore products or anything like that. So saying that, let's get straight into trying it. I'm really excited. So I just went ahead and did my brows because I've gotten into the habit of doing that before my foundation. And as you guys know, I don't like to use a primer because they all break me out. So we're just going to go ahead and do our foundation routine as I would normally do it, just so I can really see how this foundation is going to perform. So the first thing, as we all know, I love using the Smashbox Orange Color Corrector. So we're going to go ahead and do that really quick. Okay, so now that we're all color corrected, it's time for the moment of truth. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, meant for normal to oily skin. So hopefully it's going to be perfect for me. And this is the shade 355 Coconut. Maybe the color is called Coconut, I'm not sure. So I was really debating between this one and the lighter one, but I went with the darker one just because if it is a little bit darker, I can still wear it in the summertime coming along, and I have my custom cover drops. So let's see how the color looks. I really hope it looks good. And I heard it has like a little bit of a chemically smell, so let's see. Yeah, definitely kind of smells like paint. So we're just gonna go ahead and dab it out, and as you guys, the color looks really good. As you guys know, I always use my beauty blender, well, recently, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. It is already damp. No, the color is really good. Wow, I think this color actually matches me way better than like all my current foundations. The coverage, I heard it's really similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I think that's probably pretty accurate because you can see a little bit of my blemishes peeking through, and that's the same exact thing with the Estee Lauder Double Wear, so I'm not surprised, which I don't really mind because that's like 60 something. This is like $10, so I'd probably rather use this. I just hope it doesn't break me out. But let's go ahead and just add some more on that area. I'm just going to do half the side so you guys can see the difference first. I'm really impressed. It does kind of look like orangey in there, but I promise it's not. It matches really well. It might be like a tad bit dark, I would say. I don't know, but like once I highlight my face and stuff, it's gonna be fine. So it's okay. There we have it. This is like half with it and half without. I think it actually looks really good. I'm extremely impressed. It's definitely kind of like a velvety matte finish, which I love in a foundation. I wouldn't say it's like completely matte because I still see like a little bit of a glow, and I'm sure you guys can as well. But it's nothing that I'm like worried about because I always put a powder on top anyways. but it looks really, 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 really good. I'm super impressed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there we have it. This is kind of like the finished foundation look. I haven't put any powder on it or anything like that. As you guys know, I like to use the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder along with my Cover FX Matte Setting Powder. But to just really see how the foundation is going to perform, I'm probably just going to go ahead and put my Cover FX Setting Powder just to make sure I set it, because I do want to treat it as I would any other foundation. But before I go ahead and do that, I definitely want to agree that this is a dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I feel like it looks exactly the same on the skin in terms of coverage and the finish of it as well. I certainly feel like I'm really having to build it up in certain spots compared to that one though, just to really get good coverage, but it's nothing that serious. I could just put some concealer before that and it'll cover it up. But yeah, so far I'm really impressed with it. But let's go ahead and just set it. That just made it look super matte, so I'm happy with that. And I'm sure if I was to wear the Makeup Forever foundation powder on top, it's going to look even more matte and add a little bit of coverage in these areas, which is perfectly fine because I would do that on a normal day anyway. There is the foundation. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll kind of update you guys how that kind of looks, because I'm probably going to take like an hour, and then I'll come back a little bit later in the day and give you guys a full update on how it wore. Okay guys, so I did my makeup and now I am back. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a close-up of how my foundation looks. So overall, as I was doing my makeup, I was able to kind of really look at it. And so far there is not much creasing, which I'm really happy about. But I did notice that the coverage was just really not that great. Let me take a look at it, what I'll tell you guys. Right here, it's definitely peeking through a little bit, and this as well. This is really showing through a lot, I find. And I know the lighting is off because it took me a while to do my makeup, so it's probably at least an hour later. To be very honest, other than the coverage, I really do like it on my skin, of course with the help of my setting powder, but you're gonna set your foundation regardless. So I really like it for that, and the coverage is for $10. It's great, but it's just I'm gonna have to use a lot of it to make sure I cover it, or I could just use a concealer and use it, so it doesn't bother me too much. But that's the only negative I could see about it. And it's not really creasing in my fine lines and stuff. I mean, it is a little bit, but that's how all foundations are for me, just because they're so deep, because you know I smile too much. But yeah, other than that, I think the color is really good as well. Once I actually highlighted my face and stuff, it matches me really well. And that's all. So far, I really like it. I'm gonna probably go film a video or something, and I'm gonna come back in a couple of hours and I'll give you guys my final update. Hey guys, I am back. I just filmed a video which took a little while. I definitely say it's been about 3 to 4 hours since I put this foundation on, so let's see how it looks. So I definitely think it looks exactly the same as it was when I first applied it. As I said in my last check-in, it is creasing a little bit right here, and I'm just noticing that I'm getting a new fine line near my mouth. Yay for wrinkles when you're 24. This is so devastating. But yeah, the lighting is obviously going down, so let me just wrap it up. Other than that, to be honest, I don't even look oily yet, which is awesome. I'm so happy that I don't even look oily yet, because usually with foundations I do get oily quickly. And yeah, the finish of it I love, and I absolutely love the color as well. And in terms of it being poreless, I feel like it looks the same as any of my foundations do in terms of covering up my pores. I never really found that I had too much of an issue with that, so that could be a reason as well. But yeah, overall I actually really love it. Probably going to be my new everyday foundation, and I'm super duper happy that I tried it, minus the coverage, but as we said, we can work around that. So yeah guys, that's kind of my first impression and first time ever trying a drugstore foundation, and I'm really happy that it was a positive experience. I will probably update you guys in the comment section whether I broke out with this or not, because obviously if it breaks me out I'm not going to wear it again. But yeah, I'll definitely leave that down in the comment section below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to click that thumbs up button, maybe even subscribe, maybe share, you know, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!